Everyone, welcome back. So, NCIS Sydney episode 12 review triggers past explodes and that brutal cliffhanger. Alright, NCIS Sydney season 3 episode 12. This episode does exactly what a part 1 of a two-parter is supposed to do. It builds tension, it answers some question, and then it leaves you hanging in the most painful way possible. Because let's be real, that ending not okay. This episode has been a long time coming, especially when it comes to Trigger. From the moment he was introduced, you could tell there was more going on beneath the surface. He's been quite guarded and clearly carrying something heavy, and now we finally start to understand what that is. And yeah, it's exactly as tragic as you would expect. Trigger isn't just dealing with trauma, he's living with it every single day. The loss of his fiancée completely changed him, and the show makes it clear he's not necessarily trying to die, but he's not also afraid of it. If something happens in the line of duty, so be it. That detail about his psyche evolution being flagged for having a death wish adds a whole new layer to his character. Because now every risk he takes feels different. It's not just bravery, it's pain. And that opening explosion immediately sets the tone. But what really hits is Trigger's reaction, that quite almost numb, how many, and then finding out it was the entire squad. That moment lands hard. From there, the episode does a great job tying everything back to Trigger's past. You can feel it coming, that whatever's happening now is connected to something he's been running for, and the reveal that right son is behind everything. Dark, really dark, because not only he is the bomber, he is someone Trigger has been checking on. That's messed up on so many levels, and his motivation revenge. Not just revenge, total destruction. He doesn't just want to hurt Trigger, he wants to break him completely. Which brings us to Evie. Now I'll be honest, the Trigger and Evie dynamic still feels a bit rushed. The show only recently started hinting at something there, and suddenly it's central to the emotional stake. But you can see what they are going for. EV represents something new for Trigger, a chance to care about someone again, a chance to save someone this time, because that's the real emotional core here. Trigger couldn't have saved his fiancée, and now he's been forced to relieve that pain with higher stakes, and the episode really piles it on. He gets shot, the clock gets shortened, there's a literal countdown to disaster. And suddenly, it's not just about stopping the bad guy anymore, it's about whether Trigger can overcome his past or be consumed by it. What also stands out is how the team treats him. Mackey is choosing to trust him, not bench him. That matters because for someone like Trigger, someone who feels expendable, that kind of trust can change everything. But let's talk about the biggest question coming out of this episode, Rory, because something is not adding up. He knew more than he let on. He benched Trigger, he withheld key information, and if you really think about it, he might be connected to everything that went wrong in the past. That moment where Trigger shot Wright Sr., what if it wasn't what it seemed? What if Trigger have been carrying guilt for something that wasn't entirely his fault? Because memory is tricky and this show is clearly setting up a deeper twist. So now we are heading into part 2 with two major questions. Can Trigger save Evie? And can he finally uncover the truth about his past? Because right now he's not just fighting a villain, he's fighting everything that's been haunting him for years. And honestly, I have no idea how they are going to resolve this, but I need that next episode. That's it. Thank you for watching.